And here we go. We're just going to prime the eyelids with the concealer, and we're just using this as a primer. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set that with powder, and I'm using this shade as a transition shade. And Sarah, thank you so much for letting me record you. I love you. And give this video a thumbs up if you thought my friend looked amazing in that intro. And I'm just taking this mauve shade and also putting that in the crease as well. And just blend away as we do. And now I'm just taking that darker, mauve burgundy shade, and I'm doing a halo effect with this look. And I'm just packing on the color first and then going back in and blending it out with a clean brush. And this is just a pencil brush I got from a Sedona lace set. And this brush I'm using here to blend it out is the Morphe M433, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to leave links to all the brushes that I use in the video down below in the description box. And I go in a couple of times. I'm going in again with the dark wine shade, and I'm just packing it on again and just blending it out. So sometimes with makeup you just want to pack, blend, pack, blend, which is what I'm doing here, and just slightly blending it through the crease, just slightly, with no additional product. And here I'm taking the light golden shade and putting this in the center of her eyelid, just making sure everything is blended, no harsh lines. Here I am going back in, packing and blending, packing some more. So you're just pretty much going to pack until you get the intensity that you like. And I'm just going in slightly blending. This is a blending brush from Walmart, and I'll also link that below. And I'm not gonna lie, I was shaking here. This is like the hardest part. And here I am, I'm going with the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, just cleaning up any excess. And I had to mix two foundations for her since I don't necessarily have her color. So it was I think it was one of the lightest foundations, W3 and W6, which is the one that I use. And I'm just using the Real Technique sponge to blend everything together. So just make sure you blend the foundation in. I told her to stop talking, she wouldn't listen. Let her talk. And I'm just going in with the concealer, which is the Age Rewind by Maybelline, I believe. And this is the shade Neutralizer. So we're really concealing and highlighting her face. And it looks like I'm really pounding on her face hard, but I'm not, I promise. So here I'm going with the pointier end of the sponge, and I'm using that to blend the concealer. And what I usually do is I go over to the part of the sponge that I put the foundation on with, and then I'll just go ahead and use that side to blend the sides of the concealer, so you can't see where the concealer starts and ends. And this is a Maybelline foundation stick in the darkest shade, and I'm just using this to slightly contour, to just warm up her skin. And I really like this product. It's not really hard to blend, and it looks nice. So I'm just using this brush to blend everything together. You can also use the sponge or a Was it a stippling brush? So there's many different ways that you can do this. So I'm just doing this to make her lips look a little poutier, and that's my baby walking behind there. So let me know if you guys like these type of videos. I'll go ahead and make sure all my friends sign up to be recorded. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slightly bake and set her under eye. And before I did that, I did go back in and make sure that she had no creasing. You don't want to do this while you have creases under your eyes. And this bronzer from Physicians Formula is what I'm using to set the contour. So this is more like a slight bronze / contour, nothing too extreme or harsh. And I probably left it on maybe for like 3 minutes because her skin is also on the drier side, so I don't want to leave it too long. Just going back in, warming up her skin a little bit more. And just slightly contouring her nose. That's Sarah. And this is a Makeup Geek blush that I really like. I think that's what I was telling her there, that I really like it. And I went with the sponge just to make sure the blush wasn't too intense. And here I'm just taking the mauve shade, the medium mauve shade with the lightest mauve shade, and I'm just using this to smoke out her lower lash line just a bit. And this I'm using, then I used the pencil brush, and then I went back with the Morphe M433 just to blend a little bit more. I highlighted her inner tear duct with the lightest golden shade, and here I decided to highlight her face with the Champagne Pop. And then I later on realized that I was going to use the highlighters from the palette, which are amazing. And I'm just here going back to perfect her eyeliner, and I used this mauve shade. It's a lip liner. I just decided to use it all over her lip. This is the same shade, I believe this is the same shade I used in my previous video. So I felt like this one just looked good with the look. And now I'm just curling her lashes. I'm going to go ahead and put false lashes. I'm going to go ahead and link the mascara below. I've been trying to try new mascara since I was stuck on the L'Oreal Telescopic, which is amazing in my opinion. But this one actually works really good. The lashes I put on were just the Wispies by Ardell. And she already had a little bit of product left over on her eyebrows, but I wanted to warm up her eyebrows, so I just used the darkest contour shade on the Kat Von D palette. And here I'm just defining the lower lash line with the darkest shade, the burgundy shade on the palette. And this is an e.l.f. brush. This is a shader brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight her eyebrows. And sorry if I'm not the best at explaining things, I'm still getting used to the voiceovers. So I went back and highlighted with, of course, the highlighters in the palette. And I'm just curling her lashes, and this is gonna complete the look. And thank you so much for watching.